everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Mikey's Automotive. Hola, bienvenidos todos a mi canal, Mikey's Automotive. Здравствуйте, коктейля, добро пожаловать на мой канал, мой ключ автомобильный. So today we have a Caprice 2014 Chevy, okay, Chevrolet. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and make some new keys for it. Customer call, lost all his keys. So we're going to go ahead and remove this. Take out the ignition lock cylinder and read the code from the ignition lock cylinder if it has one, or count the wafers and calculate the bidding and make a key, program it, okay, with our auto pro pad. Ok, so tenemos aquí un Caprice Chevy 2014. Vamos a hacer una llave nueva, se perdieron todas las llaves. Vamos a quitar esto, sacar el encendido, vamos a leer el código, vamos a cortar la llave del código y la vamos a programar al carro, ok, con nuestro auto pro pad. Alright guys, so let's continue. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove the steering column cover, okay. Let's go ahead and remove that. So primero vamos a quitar esto en la columna, okay, la cobertura que cubre la columna. Vamos a quitar esto. Alright, so as you guys can see, we removed the steering column cover, okay, the top portion, and this little portion down here. Okay, this comes out, no screws are attached on there, no tiene tornillos para esta cobertura ni la cobertura de acá arriba. Okay, all you have to do is go ahead, excuse me, sorry about that. All you have to do is go ahead and pull the lever down, and you can adjust this. You can push in the steering column and move it out. Como pueden ver, aquí con esto se puede sacar y subir, okay, para ajustarla. So that gives you guys enough space, okay, when you pull it out, it gives you enough space to yank this up. Okay, and you can pull the little thing off that it has right here, the second cover. Esta es la segunda cobertura que va ahí. Okay, and these all come out, there's no screws attached. If you want to remove the bottom piece, you have to remove the screw there, and then I believe there's another one on the other side, but this has to be free. Okay, so if you guys see right here, okay, there's gonna be a little hole. There's a little hole right here, and I believe it's that one. Okay, that's our little hole that we need to stick our tool in, okay, to remove our ignition lock cylinder. So aquí pueden ver el hoyito donde vamos a meter nuestra herramienta para sacar nuestro cilindro, okay, de cerradura, de encendido. Alright, so you guys can see we have our tool in. We have the yellow side, okay, the yellow side is for when this is higher, but if this is lower, if you have a car with the lower thing, you have to use the blue side, okay. But right now we have enough space so that we can use our yellow side. And basically what we're doing is we're hitting the lock from the bottom, okay. Como pueden ver, metimos nuestra herramienta aquí, vamos a usar el lado amarillo, y lo que vamos a hacer es vamos a jalarla para arriba y al mismo tiempo puchar la cerradura del encendido, okay, para adentro, y jalar nuestro gancho para arriba y jalarla. So we're pushing in our ignition lock cylinder, and we're putting up this tool, okay. We're trying to find that soft spot, okay, that we need to hit. Okay, so it's just all there you go. See, so it's all just, you get a feel for it. And basically, if you see, there's our button down there that we're hitting. So we're doing this. We're pushing this up every time we go under. So como pueden ver, ese es nuestro botón y estamos puchándolo de abajo para arriba. Okay, so as soon as you push that in, you can go ahead and pull it out. But it's always best to push it in first, pull up the tool, and then pull it out, okay? So siempre es mejor puchar la cerradura del cilindro para adentro y jalar la herramienta y jalarlo para afuera. Okay, so you guys can see there is no key code on it anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this little sleeve. Okay, push all these pins down, remove it out, and then we're gonna have to calculate the bidding. Okay, we're gonna be missing some cuts from the ignition because the door always has different cuts from the ignition. For example, the ignition will have maybe 1 through 8, while the door has 10 through 2. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the sleeve, count the cut on the wafer, okay, input our cut on our dolphin, and then whatever cuts we don't have, we're gonna go ahead and calculate bidding to find the whole bidding for this car so it can work on the door and the ignition cylinder, okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. So vamos a contar los cortes que tiene cada pin y lo vamos a poner en la dolphin, y los cortes que faltan ahí en la dolphin ya lo vamos a calcular, ok. So, cada corte está escrito en cada pin. So, se quita esto y luego se cuenta corte por corte y se calculan los últimos cortes que no están aquí, porque la puerta siempre va a tener diferentes cortes al encendido. So, ocupamos hacer la llave para que sirva la puerta y en la cerradura del encendido. So, vamos a hacer eso ya. Alright, so you guys can see there's a 3R right there printed on the pin. That's going to be a number 3 cut. If you are replacing this pin, you're going to need to replace it with a 3R. Okay, there's two options. There's a 3L for left and there's a 3R for right, okay? So go ahead, put that down. That's going to be the 8 pin. 8, 7 down, 6 up, 5 down, 4 up, 3 down, 2 up, 1 down, okay? And that's the order. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and cut out this mechanical key first, okay? It's from an MFK key head. Excuse me, it's from an MFK blade. Okay, so we're going to cut out mechanical key before we cut out our remote key. And that's just so that we don't accidentally cut our remote key with the wrong code. And we're just going to make sure this works on the door and on the ignition lock cylinder, okay? So primero vamos a cortar una llave mecánica para asegurarnos que sirve antes de cortarla del control. O si no, vamos a cortarla y usar esa. Hay que cortar una mecánica primero, asegurarnos que sirve y luego podemos cortar la original, okay? So let's go ahead and make sure that it's connected. Okay, you guys can see our devices right there. Ahí pueden ver que está nuestra cortadora. We're going to cut by bidding because we have the bidding, okay? Vamos a cortar por bidding porque tenemos los cortes, okay? So vamos a cortar por corte. There's a HU100 key. Esta es una llave HU100. You select it. You guys can see there's 8 and the 10. So we're going to select the 8 one. Vamos a seleccionar la 8. Hay dos, okay? So seleccionen la 8. Okay, so if the 8 doesn't work, you guys, it's probably going to be a 10. So you would have to calculate the bidding. But we didn't have to calculate anything. Okay, luckily all the cuts were on the ignition lock cylinder. So todos los cortes estaban en el encendido. No tuvimos que calcular ningún corte. Okay, so eso es lo bueno. We're going to go ahead and put our key in here. Alright, so we tighten our claw, we put our key in the position, okay, to the end. Pueden ver que ya apretamos nuestra bordaza, pusimos nuestra llave hasta el final. So it's, you know, we put it on side A. We're going to press OK. Lado A, and then we're going to enter our bidding. Okay. Alright, you guys, so we entered a quote already. We're going to go ahead and press cut. Ya pusimos we entered our bidding already. Okay, nuestro corte ya lo pusimos. Vamos a cortar. It's always best to keep your machine out of the sunlight. Okay, don't leave it in the sun too much. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this key, and then I'm going to take it out the sun because it's bad for the battery. Okay, we entered our cut and it's cutting. So ya pusimos los cortes, ya está cortando. Siempre es mejor que no deje su máquina en el sol porque puede arruinar la batería. Okay. So right now we're cutting the mechanical blade, and we're going to try it on the door. And if it works on the door, then we're good to go, okay? So lo vamos a calar, si sirve la puerta, ya podemos cortar nuestra llave, okay? So after we cut it, we're going to cut our remote key, okay? So we don't waste this one again, okay? Alright, so as you guys can see, it works on our door. So we can now go ahead and cut our remote key. So it's a go, okay, it's a A-cut. So como pueden ver, ya sirve nuestra puerta. Ya podemos ir a cortarla del control, okay? So esta es una llave de 8 cortes. So nunca se confundan, okay, por la de 10. When cutting this, it's best to remove the plastic because it hits. Cuando estamos cortando esto es mejor que remuevas el plástico porque pega. So let's go ahead and cut our key. Vamos a cortar la llave, ya tenemos los cortes ahí. Vamos a continuar. continue. And we're gonna start cutting our key, okay? And there's our remote key that we're gonna cut right there. Okay, it's a non-prox. There's also, not to be confused with PEPs, there's some that look like this that are smart keys. Okay, so we're gonna cut it, then we're gonna flip it over and cut it the other side, okay? So vamos a cortar un lado y vamos a, cuando terminemos, vamos a voltearle y cortar el otro lado. And then we're gonna go program our key, okay? After. Y luego vamos a programar nuestra llave después que la cortamos. This one you can always give it to a customer, you know, they'll always be grateful. Just be like, here's a door key, you know. It won't be able to start your car, but it will open your door just in case of an emergency. If you want to keep it outside your car in a hiding key or whatever, you know, or keep it in your wallet. You can keep it in your wallet. You can just take it off of here, and you have a nice wallet-sized key for the customer, and they'll be happy to get in their car just in case they leave their keys in their car without the groceries or anything like that. Okay. So, como pueden ver, esta llave ya se la puede dar al cliente y él la puede guardar en su cartera o en un hide aquí abajo de su carro escondido en un lado y ya se queda afuera. La puede agarrar o la puede sacar de su cartera y la usa para abrir la puerta, porque mucha gente va a la tienda, deja sus llaves adentro del carro, ok, o en la cajuela o algo y no pueden y le tienen que llamar a alguien y tienen esto, ok. So, ya con esto se agradece mucho al cliente, ok, y se va muy feliz. As you guys can see, I put a little sweater over it, okay, just so it doesn't get a lot of sunlight, okay. I don't want to overheat it. I don't want to mess up the battery. Alright, you guys, we'll put everything back together. Okay, we put our ignition lock cylinder in, okay, just pushed it in. Como pueden ver, ya pusimos todo junto para atrás. Pusimos nuestro encendido para adentro, nomás lo puchamos para adentro. We have our auto pro pack connected, okay, so auto pro pack basic. We're gonna go to US GM, vamos a ir a GM, Chevy, okay. We have our key and we have the ignition on. Alright guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna read the security code. La primera cosa que vamos a hacer, vamos a leer el código de seguridad. We're gonna go to BCM, and then we're gonna read pin code. Type 5 scan tool is going to read yes. So right now it's trying to read the code. Okay, that we need to program the key. It's tratando de leer el código que ocupamos para leer la llave. So eso es lo primero que vamos a hacer. Vamos a ir a sacar nuestro código para programar la llave. So that's the first thing that is on our list, you guys. Read security code and then we can program our key, okay? Alright, so you guys can see our pin is right there. It's 4999. Como pueden ver, nuestro pin es 4999. So we're going to press OK. We're going to press no. We're going to go back. We're going to go to program keys. We're going to go to immobilizer. We're going to go by type. We're going to go to canvas. We're going to go to type 5, tipo 5. Then we're going to go on program keys without smart. Programar llaves que no son smart and all keys lost. All doors and switch ignition on. Okay, ignition is on. All doors are closed, yes. El encendido está prendido. Todas las llaves están, okay, todas las puertas están cerradas. So vamos a entrar nuestro código que leemos, 499. The password is 4999, yes. So we have to wait about 10 minutes to configure the whole system, okay, you guys? So tenemos que esperar 10 minutos, okay, para que se configure todo el sistema, okay? Alright, guys, so it says first open and close the driver door. Then press OK. So abre la puerta y luego ciérrala. Please insert the key you wish to program and switch to on. Es que agarra la llave que quieres programar y abre el switch. So we open the switch, you guys. Okay. We're gonna press OK. Vamos a continuar. You want to program another key? No. No queremos programar otra llave. Switch ignition off. Remove the key and press OK. Apaga el encendido. Quita la llave y oprime OK. First open and close the door. Again, OK. Alright. is off, then press OK. So aquí continuar, abrimos, cerramos la puerta. Configure the system, please wait for 43 seconds. Okay, so let's go over it again. Okay, it asked me to open and close the door. It asked me to put in the key that I wanted to program. Okay, it asked me to take the key out, open and close the door, and continue. Okay, so that's what it asks us for now. The key's at the ignition right now, and I have it in my hand, and the system is being configured. So como pueden ver, los pidió que abriéramos, cerramos la puerta, que pusiéramos la llave que queremos programar y abrir el switch. La sacamos y abrimos y cerramos la puerta una vez más. Ahorita se está configurando el sistema otra vez. Ok, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ok, switch ignition to on, then press OK. Vamos a meter la llave, vamos a abrir el switch y vamos a oprimir OK. Switch ignition to off, position, then press OK to continue. So vamos a apagarlo y vamos a ponerlo OK. Switch ignition to on, then press OK. So ahora vamos a abrirlo otra vez. We turn it on one more time and we're gonna press OK. Program is complete. So you guys can see our immobilizer. Okay, light is off. Como pueden ver, el candadito ya se apagó. Okay, our key is programmed. As you can see, it automatically programs the remote. Okay.